Welcome to In Conversation with MANWAR podcast. This podcast is brought to you by the Do Not Be a Bystander campaign. You can join us in raising awareness about bullying by visiting the donotbeabystander.com, and be sure to subscribe to the channel to stay informed about upcoming episodes. Today's participants are Adria, Farifta, Raima, and Ziana.
Welcome to our Bullying Awareness podcast. I'm your host, Manwar Khan. Today, I'm joined by four young individuals who are ready to share their thoughts and insights on the topic of accountability. Accountability refers to the responsibility of individuals, organizations, and institutions to answer for their actions, decisions, and behaviors. Today's participants are Adria, Farifta, Ziana, and Raima. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Really appreciate that. Now that we have introduced our participants, let's get started with the question. My first question is for Adria. So accountability plays a crucial role in personal and professional life, shaping the way we approach our responsibilities and interactions. So Adria, what does accountability mean to you? And why accountability is important in personal and professional life?
So to me, being accountability means being responsible for almost everything I do, like my choices, decisions, and my actions and my tasks. And also, as children get older, they get more responsibilities and they get accountable of more things in their life. And accountability is important in personal and professional life because we need to live a peaceful and good going life. And for personal life, taking care of your personal hygiene, your pets, your siblings, your room, and all that is your accountability. But professional life, doing your work, getting good sleep, studying, and your grades is also your accountability. Because
Ex-
you're like
Mhm.
you're doing it all.
Yeah, excellent. Great answer. Thank you, Adria.
Welcome.
So building trust is a important thing for healthy and successful relationship, whether it's a personal or professional. So, Farifta, how does accountability contribute to building trust in relationship?
Thank you for the question. Accountability is important for building trust in relationships because it means taking responsibility for our actions. When we admit our mistakes and learn from them, others see us as reliable and honest. Being accountable creates a sense of security and comfort in the relationship, as people know they can trust us. When we are consistently show accountability, trust grows and our connection with others becomes stronger and more respectful. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Farifta. Accountability is a fundamental aspects of creating positive and productive work environment and all other environment we are talking about. So, give me some example, real life example of individuals demonstrating accountability. Ziana.
Thank you for the question. So basically, just to recap, accountability is when a person takes responsibility for their mistakes and offers a sincere apology, and they acknowledge what they did wrong and they show a genuine interest in fixing things. So some examples of individuals demonstrating that could be when a parent admits to their child that they made a mistake or acted unfairly, and they try to fix it. Another example could be when an athlete acknowledges a rule violation or unsportsmanlike conduct, which leads to a fair penalty or disqualification. And lastly, another example could be when a healthcare worker admits to an error in his patient's care and they ensure that the patient receives appropriate treatments. So remember that all of these examples, they demonstrate how individuals can show accountability by taking responsibility for their actions and making efforts to fix any mistakes. Accountability is a very important aspect for personal growth, promoting trust, and improvements. That is all. Thank you.
Right. Great answer. Thank you so much. So, my next question is for Raima. So, before I ask the questions, I'm gonna ask you, Raima. I'm gonna give you an option. What do you want to talk about accountability? Forget about the question.
Accountability, what I want to talk about is that you should always use accountability and take, like, you don't want always your siblings to clean up your mess, your stuff, when it's your accountability and your responsibility to actually do it yourself and not say, oh, hey, cousin, or hey, sister, brother, can you do this for a favor for me? You can't, yeah, sometimes you can ask for some favors if you're busy, but you don't want to always do it and make it a habit. Then when you grow up and go to college or something, you might not have your siblings there with you. Then how would you do your stuff? You have to learn your own life skills, your own things. It's not just you have support. You need to do it and be independent with yourself as well. That's all.
Excellent. See, I told you I'm not gonna ask question to you this time. I'm gonna let you talk what you heard about that. So, do you guys have any question for each other about this topic, on this topic, accountability? This is our last topic for today.
No, not really.
Yeah, no.
Anything.
So that looks like that you guys all know the topic and you guys know the example. You have example for that. So now let me conclude my program and then we are done for today. Okay. So thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Before we wrap up, I would like to remind our listeners that there are several resources available to help individuals dealing with bullying. The Government of Alberta has a bullying helpline which provides support and advice to those experiencing bullying. The helpline can be reached at 1-888-456-2323. Bullying is a violation of human rights. Under no circumstances is bullying acceptable. As a community, we have a shared responsibility to take a stand against bullying and refuse to be a bystander. And thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining the In Conversation with MANWAR Khan podcast and see you next week. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.